Welcome to the Movie Mirror. My name is Anthony Ramirez, and this is my reflection on the horror film Insidious Chapter 3. This is the first Insidious film not directed by James Wan, but instead the writer of the previous films, Leigh Whannell. This film acts as a prequel to the events of the first and second Insidious films, and tells the story of a girl who evokes a demonic spirit when attempting to contact her deceased mother with the help of the psychic from the previous films, Elise Rayner. Generally, I'm not a fan of prequels, but this film does a good job of telling a new story and not depending on aspects of the characters that should be left to the imagination. A plot device that resonated with me specifically is a dimension of existence known as the Further. It is a terrifying place. The antagonist of most horror films is usually dependent on the shadows of our world to lurk and surprise us when we least expect it. The Further is their home, where they exist openly and grotesquely. It's where they hoard the souls they have possessed, yet they are vulnerable in the Further. The way their radical nature poses a threat to the living in our world, our presence in the Further is equally threatening to the dead. Something that can be reaped from this is an added layer to the antagonists, who are now characters and not just lethal shadows. Each demon exists differently in the Further, and they have their own respective intentions for harassing the living, whether it be to harvest souls or re-enter the world of the living. When something as terrifying as a deceased human, now a demonic force, is given the psychosis of a villain, they can impact audiences and evoke an even deeper fear. Those suffering at the hands of these evil forces face more meaningful trials and tribulations. They must find the strength to confront this nightmarish world of demons and martyr spirits in order to save those they love and themselves. When these characters are forced to face their fears as an audience member, you do so as well, adding an entirely new dimension of horror. It is an elaborated experience, which expands on not only the fearful sensations, but emotional unsettlement of losing one's soul or a loved one to these otherworldly ghouls.